Hey everyone, this is Shawty78 for the Rough Cuts on Sunday. I hope you all are having a great holiday. Right now it's the time between Christmas and New Year's. I think, I'm not sure what day this is going to be. Well, I know what day, I'm not sure what date this is going to be showing. Anyway, today is Tuesday when I'm doing this. I'm going to be at my parents' place. They live in Florida, and I don't know what the internet situation there right now. So I'm doing this now. Anyway, The Apartment, 1960, directed by Billy Wilder, starring Shirley MacLaine, who I love. Also, Jack Lemmon, who is also incredibly awesome, and Fred MacMurray. This movie, when it came out, it's a great movie. People loved it. It was nominated for 10 Oscars and actually won for Best Picture and Best Director, but was kind of controversial because when this came out, you've got Jack Lemmon's character who basically, he's a bachelor and he's got the bachelor pad going, and all of these executives know that he's single, lives alone, and so he doesn't whore himself, but he whores his apartment in a way. And he does this to climb up the corporate ladder until eventually he gets up to the executive level just by lending out his apartment to top executives. And what people were kind of upset about is that it showed the higher you get up in the corporate world, just the more demoralized you get. And so Jack Lemmon is the main guy. He's kind of neurotic and he's just trying to build himself up in life. The love interest that he's just completely enamored with is played by Shirley MacLaine. She's an elevator girl in the story. And then Fred MacMurray is like basically the top sleaze head honcho of the company. And everyone is just like, hey, Bud, that Bud Baxter is Jack Lemmon's character. They're like, hey, Bud, can I have the key tonight? And so that means that, they've got a date and they need a place to meet with whatever their girlfriend is for that week so that their wives don't know. And so he's always lending the key. He never has time to himself, basically, because the more higher up he's getting in the company, the more times they're borrowing the key from him. And his next door neighbors, they think that he's just this total, douchebag player. And of course, it's kind of predictable. His love interest is the girlfriend of his boss. And so, a lot of, altercations occur and words are exchanged, and basically you have to watch the movie in order to find out what happens, because if I say what happens, it's really giving away too much. But how this movie is done, it's really, really great. The characters are awesome, because this could be a potentially really bad movie. But how Billy Wilder directed it, and those of you who follow Billy Wilder and are fans of his, you know that he was probably one of the best directors ever in cinema. And this is one of his best pieces, actually. And Shirley MacLaine, this was the first time she ever worked with Billy Wilder, and she got an Oscar nomination for this. It was her second Oscar nomination, the first one for Some Came Running. And Jack Lemmon was also nominated for an Oscar for his role in this. But how Billy Wilder directed them, you could tell he took such care in it. And he really did a great job. It's just an amazing, amazing movie. Fred MacMurray, he wasn't even slated for this role. Paul Douglas was the original choice to play the character, but he died 2 weeks before they start production. So Fred MacMurray was quickly put in there as a favorite of Billy Wilder, and he did such an awesome job playing just a total sleazeball. He's just despicable in this. In fact, when this movie came out, he got a lot of hate mail, mostly from women. And afterwards, that's when he started playing just really sort of lovable goody two-shoe roles. The absent-minded professor, also playing the father in My Three Sons, all of that came after this movie because he just played the part so convincingly well. So this is going to be a very short review. Watch the movie. It is awesome. This is also the last black and white picture to ever win an Academy Award for Best Picture up until Schindler's List in 1993. And it really deserves it. It was up against some pretty stiff competition that year. But definitely check out this movie. And I hope you all have a great New Year's. And if you do New Year's resolutions, I hope you stick to them. Personally, I'm going to try to stop speeding. Some of you know that for the last 2 years, I've been commuting between Houston and Austin every weekend. And this last weekend, I got my 20th warning for speeding. And so I'm really going to try to stop speeding, which is so hard for me, but I'm going to try. Because 20 warnings is really bad. I haven't gotten a ticket yet, but I don't want a ticket. So 20, that's going to be my cap right there. I'm going to try to stop speeding. So I hope you all have a great New Year's. Be safe. Don't do anything regrettably stupid. And I will see you next year. Bye.